Hi guys, we're here for an update on our cancer awareness group build, which we're doing the AMT 97 Plymouth Prowler. The kit I got was after we started building it on the Hangout the other night. I realized I didn't have a firewall, so I hopped on eBay and was able to get another kit super cheap. So we have the firewall, and then I actually on there also found just the firewall by itself, so I went and ordered that. So I'll have an extra kit to build later on down the road. Let's start with, these are the wheels and tires that we're using, and then I'm going to use these photo etched brick rotors that I got from Joey. Thank you very much, Joey. They're going to fit just fine on this kit, and I think they look really good. These wheels are resin from Jay's Resin Wheels on eBay. He has a really nice selection, and they're all really inexpensive. They're like between $14 and $17 a set, depending on them. The regular wheels also come with brake calipers, 3D printed brake calipers, and then the drag wheels don't, but I already have some. But he, when I did my initial order from him, he printed up a dozen or so brake rotors for me, so I'd have extras floating around. Anyway, so that's our wheels and tires that are going on here, and I did have to trim the front of the frame, notch it out or the back of the frame, notch it out just a hair for those wheels to fit. But they're going to fit just fine now. We've got our transaxle all built and installed. We got our painting done. Painted everything with aluminum. We'll go in before we seal it all up. We'll go in and hit it with a little bit of more of I black washed it a little bit, but I want to hit it again just to make sure that stands out real well. The belly panel, the aluminum, all looks really nice and I did a black wash on it. But say on the transaxle there, I think I'm going to add another hit of black wash on there just to bring out some of the details a little bit better. Our engine, which I never realized because I've never really followed the Prowlers all that much, is a V6. It looks like, well, I'll show it to you. We'll stick it in there. It's not quite ready to go in permanently, but we can stick it in the chassis. There is probably room for a V8 in there. So when I build a second one, I may see about getting a 3D printed Hemi engine, a small Hemi engine to put in there. Let's see if it will fit. If it doesn't fit, I can just build the other V6. The engine should be basically all aluminum colored and with black parts, but I wanted to go classic Chrysler, so we painted it orange. Got a real nice belt pattern on there. You actually have alternator brackets, air conditioner pump brackets, power steering pump. It's got everything you'd want. On the chassis here, we also got our radiator. Here it's not glued in tight yet because I have to be able to push it forward to get the engine in. Got our battery is mounted. So let's go ahead. We'll stick this in here real quick. It's not exactly sitting on its pins, but as you can see, there should be enough room to put a V8 in there because the transmission is all the way in the back. So all you need is that little bell housing on the back. So I think, because that's actually right there is where it'll sit. It's on its pin that's now. So there is, to my eyes, there is enough room for an 8-cylinder in there. So we may, on the second one, when we get around to building it, may see about putting a Hemi in there, because that would look really cool. So that's that. We're waiting for the drive shaft to dry because that's why I haven't got the motor mounted yet. I got the body and primer There's an option to do it without the front bumperettes on it, but I wanted this to be kind of a street legal version, so those are on, and I've got the back ones put together to go on the back, but we'll have to paint those up first because they attach to the chassis, not the body. We've got our hood. I painted the inside aluminum. Somebody got it primered. I'll do a quick sanding on the outside, some 2000 grit sandpaper to make sure everything's nice and smooth. Again, we painted the silver inside of the body for it, so that when you look inside, when the hood is up, you'll be silver on the aluminum color on the inside. We got our fuel cell there on the bottom of the interior tub. We haven't even started on the tub yet. I know it was kind of odd that they added all this trunk detail in here when the trunk doesn't open. I guess you could, if you were ambitious enough, you could probably cut it open because the lines are pretty sharp. But you can't see any of those details that are in there. So that's where we're at. We'll be laying on our paint hopefully tomorrow. I don't want to do it now because it's about 10 o'clock at night, and I know as soon as I lay the paint on it, the bugs will show up. It'll end up with bugs stuck in it. Because we're going to use the Extreme Lacquer Icy Blue, which is going to be your light blue color, and then I'm going to put this turquoise color shift on there. It's called Turquoise Waters. To get this full effect, you want it over black, but when you put it over the other colors, you get more of a glow, which I really like. I've done it on the last half a dozen or so, no, not that many, maybe probably the last four builds I've done. I've used at least one of the colors of the color shift over the regular paint, and it just brings out a nice glow to the paint, to the body. And if you catch it in the right light, then it will change colors. That's where we're at, guys. We're moving right along. So we're moving right along on this build. I want to have it done in time to go to Acme, which is the 28th of October. And if you guys are interested in joining in on the cancer awareness group build, you're more than welcome to. You can build anything you want, any style you want, as long as you're promoting cancer awareness. I mean, we got several people who are just starting, people who have not started yet. I know we're going to be in a group build, so it's the easiest group build you'd ever want to be in, and it's for an important cause. So with that, before I waffle too much more, I want to say good morning, good evening, good night, whatever it is, whenever you're watching my video, and we will see you on the next one. Oh, that's a 3D printed V2 in the background that I'm working on. Anyway, good night, boys and girls.